Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this episode we are going to take a look at the Doctor Strange from Marvel Legends No Way Home Spider-Man wave, or better known as the Armadillo Build-A-Figure wave. So let's jump straight in. I'm very excited about this one. So straight out of the box, this is the figure that you get, and it's obviously based on Doctor Strange's look in Spider-Man No Way Home. You also get a detachable cape, which is probably my favourite version of the cape to date. The details are all the same as the 3-pack that we got, I think it was the Endgame 3-pack, but with slightly different shading. It's nice and solid as well, so it's not going to warp. You also get 2 kind of spell granting hands as well. This looks very similar to the fingers that he used when he was conducting the spell. And you also get 2 of the obvious Doctor Strange portal kind of spells as well, and the detailing on these are really nice, like the jagged kind of uncut rough edges, the fact that you can see the hands through as well. And you also get obviously the Armadillo Build-A-Figure head. But just to show you how big that head is in comparison to the 6-inch figure, he's going to be a big old BAF. But do check out the other video based on him. So let's put the cape on. Actually, first of all, let's have a look at the details on the figure itself. The legs are pinned. You can see the pinholes here. However, the arms are nice and pinless. But where his skirt, like tunic kind of thing, drops down past the pins, that's not a huge problem. His eye, obviously accessory, is really detailed. There's a lot of colour on that as well. That's definitely a nice accessory. And just the detailing on the skirt and or the tunic, whatever you want to call it, is really nice as well. Like the belt and all the buckles and everything, and all the detailing on the skirt as well. I will pull in a couple of the older versions as well to look at, but this is a new lower half of Doctor Strange, one that we've not had yet. Now just put the cape on, make sure that the peg and the peg hole match up, and it's a nice tight fit as well. And if you get the the necklace here just at the right angle, you can kind of hold it in place underneath the corners of the cape here, just to kind of keep it still. So but yeah, the detailing on this guy is really nice. This is definitely one of the better figures of the wave, and a good MCU Doctor Strange. So if you have struggled to pick up some of those previous versions, pick this one up, no problem at all. So let's pull in a couple of, actually I tell you what, I'm going to swap one of his hands over to start with, just because the effect hands are really cool and unique to obviously this figure, and then I'll pull in a couple of the previous ones. Now I'm not going to bring in the What If one, because that's obviously a different version of Doctor Strange, but I will pull in the 2 previous versions of the MCU Doctor Strange that we've had to date. So let me just get him in a little bit of a pose so that he looks good in the middle. That'll do. Now obviously we've also been shown or revealed, and pre-orders gone up for a whole Doctor Strange wave, so we are going to get a couple more Doctor Stranges to tie in with the movie. Now this one here with a green effect is from the 3-pack, and this one here is from the earlier release, which was the actual Doctor Strange film. Now I'm just going to shrink down the timer so that we can see all 3 of those. But you can see here there are 3 very different versions of Doctor Strange. Now the 2 earlier versions use the same body mould, just obviously different paint applications, but they have got different capes, whereas the newer one has a new body mould, but the same cape as the previous version, the 3-pack version. And I think when you actually look at the heads, you can really see the development of the photoreal tech. Now the earlier one from the original Doctor Strange film has a likeness to Benedict Cumberbatch, but it looks like an action figure. Whereas the one from the 3-pack was a much better likeness, whereas this one is almost identical. I'm just going to bring him, change his position around a little bit. I'm just going to put one of the other effect hands on. But these 2 I love. I've got the original Doctor Strange with my Doctor Strange setup, and I've got the 3-pack with the Avengers Endgame setup. I'm going to keep this guy with the Spider-Man No Way Home, or the MCU Spider-Man setup. So if I just move these guys out of the way a little bit, I'm going to move this one a little bit further forward, but I think overall, when you compare the 3, the new version is definitely the more superior one. There's no 2 ways about that at all. The 3-pack version was very sought after because of that head sculpt and the new cape, whereas this new version utilises that cape and gives us a brand new head sculpt that is a lot more like Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, there really is no reason to track down that original Doctor Strange movie version from the Doctor Strange wave There is no reason to track that down at all. Just disclaimer as well, the green effect piece that he's got in his hand is from one of the other figures. It's not from that early release. They came with those really weird kind of handheld portal effects. Just didn't work. But this guy is just superb. I have zero complaints about him at all. With his new film coming out especially, I suggest that you grab him because I think that he's going to become very sought after indeed. Until next time, I'll see you soon.